Welcome to episode 7 of The Brown Couch. I'm your host, Smit.
I'm Zeln.
And welcome to the Halloween special. Today we're dressed up, as you can see. I'm dressed as Piglet from Winnie the Pooh.
And I'm Ash Ketchum from Pokemon.
And let's start this Halloween spirit with a spooky theme. So I want to talk about this time we went to a camping trip. I and my friend group. I'm not sure. Either one. But, so we were there overnight. We were staying there and shit, in tents and all the whole thing, you know. And one of the nights, this guy decides to pull a prank on us.
What?
Yeah. Do you want to talk a little bit about it before I talk about how we reacted? What the prank was?
Oh, so I packed some artificial blood, and it was all last minute because it was just in my top drawer as I was packing. And I ended up getting like wasted and passing out, I guess. And I woke up with everybody like laying on me, like stargazing. So we ended up going back to the campsite, and I needed in the trunk for some reason, maybe like a pillow or something. And I saw that I packed the blood, and I was like, oh yeah. So they're like all getting ready, you know, for bed. And I like quickly like just put a bunch of blood in my mouth. So then I started coughing and just spewing blood. I ended up like falling on the ground and like, you know, I don't know. There was just blood coming out of my mouth and nose and all that stuff. And they all started freaking out. I really don't know what happened because I was like really drunk and my eyes were closed the entire time, obviously. But it got them really, really, really nicely.
So a couple things he said, if you missed it. He said it was pitch black. We were stargazing, okay? Only time you can do that if it's dark as shit, okay? And then we were in the middle of nowhere. That's how far we were to get in that darkness, okay? No doctors, nothing's gonna get there anytime soon. And this is like probably one of the scariest nightmares that I have, like go on a trip and like something happens to a friend or yourself, you know? So that was like, shit, we're fucked, bro. This is the worst thing that could happen to us. Like, I think that was probably like one of our first trips too.
Yeah.
That was one of our first trips, dude. I was freaked out. I'm like, what are we doing, guys? Like, we calling 911. We don't even have cell service. We didn't even have cell service, dude.
Yeah. I remember hearing Amara being like, okay guys, we definitely need to like call 911.
You remember that? Shit, dude. I was freaked out, man. I don't remember how everybody else was reacting, but that was scary as shit, dude. I was like, oh my god, this is happening. This is happening. Like, we were all drunk, so it's like, almost like I had to come out of it real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit, action time.
Our friend Semquay didn't speak to me for the rest of the trip.
Really? I don't remember that.
He was mad. He was angry.
Dude, that was scary as shit. In the middle of the night, we were using iPhone torches, iPhone like flashlights to see like what's happening, you know?
I mean, it didn't register to me because, like, I'm waking up from a blackout. So, like, I'm really, like, just drunk. And then I just saw the blood and I was like, oh, okay, like, that's the perfect time.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Middle of the night, nowhere, you know, nowhere to go.
I would never do anything like that again, so next time.
Sure, yeah, that's what you tell people. That's what you tell people
like,
that you don't go crazy.
After, you know, everybody like calmed down and we talked about it like a few weeks after, I was like, I should probably never do that again. I definitely would never do that again. So.
Someone's like, maybe we should stab him a couple more times.
Yeah. I didn't see anybody's reactions. I'm surprised that you said that you were like kind of freaking out because I could only hear what was going on,
yeah.
and a lot of people were just quiet.
Oh, so no, I was freaking out. I was like, oh my god, what are we doing, guys? It's so dark, we gotta get help. Like, should we wake people up? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like neighbors and shit, like neighboring tents.
I'm glad you didn't.
Dude, that was scary.
Yeah.
But that was definitely a good time. I mean, I'm not mad at the prank. It was a good prank, dude. It's just...
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I mean... And it didn't really harm anybody. It's just, I guess it would have been too far, like, if we were waking neighbors up at like 2 o'clock in the morning.
I got up pretty fast. Like,
yeah.
I didn't stay on the ground that long at all.
No,
like, I got on the ground and Gave it like a couple seconds, and then I stood back up.
Yeah, and I gave you a hard time after that. I'm like, you fucker, dude. There's
Yeah.
no. Why would you do that to
I
us?
didn't hear the end of it.
For me, you still here. That's why we're still talking
Yeah,
about
still-
it like 3 years later. But anyways, all right. Let's move on to some questions we have that we researched. These are some really good questions we found.
What's something that people misunderstand about you?
Actually, you go off first.
I feel like people think I'm more of a people person than I actually am. I'm very shy at first, and it takes me like some time to get comfortable and open up with people. But it's funny to say that considering like everybody thinks that I know so many people in the city.
Yeah.
But it's really not the case. It's more just like I see them in passing, or they'll like recognize me from just being out or something.
Or like you a part of the show and stuff, right?
Yeah, or yeah. So
You're just popular, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not that popular, but yeah, I'd say like people think that I'm just like this outgoing,
Yeah.
kind of person, and that I like to meet new people, which I do enjoy after I feel comfortable. But usually it's like I put up kind of like a guard.
Right.
You know, there's been so many times where I've been the person to initiate conversation or try to open up with like my sense of humor, and it's just been the wrong people. So I'm like, oh, it kind of hurts my feelings.
Right.
I'm like, oh, I was just trying to be funny. And
Right, you gotta judge him first.
You're over there like trying to, get me in trouble or make me seem like a freak.
Right, like you gotta assess the person first before you like open up.
Yeah,
Like, or like or be yourself.
Dip my toes in the water and see where they stand on some certain things. And
Sure, no, I agree with that, dude. Next question we have is, what's something that makes you feel inspired?
I would have to say the drag community in this city inspires me a lot. Specifically, like queens like Eris Gray, definitely Crystal something something, Mahajera. But I feel like in different ways they inspire me. Like, they challenge me to be more creative with numbers that I do, or facial expressions, going harder with the moves that I'm hitting, and just seeing like how they perform, and stuff like that. And that's something that brings me joy, and I want to get better at it all the time. I started as just like a backup dancer, but when I have the opportunity to kind of create my own thing, it's like I definitely take notes from the V-Master Chad.
Yeah. No, that's always good to learn from others.
You can't top him. I'd top him, but
no, I'm good, bro.
What inspires you?
He's a good-looking man, though. But what inspires me? Let me see. What inspires me? I was thinking about this recently, bro. I mean, a lot of things inspire me, but just like these big structures, man, big ancient structures. The pyramids, man. Like thinking about that recently, I'm like, if people can build that, I feel like people can pretty much do anything. Like I can't like look at that building, and just be like, I can't look at that building and be like, oh, like this was just built in a day. No, what am I trying to say?
You should have taken that down.
No, it's not even that. Like I don't have it figured out. But I'm just feeling nervous now for some reason. Hold on. Not nervous, I'm just feeling on the spot. But okay, I would say the pyramids, man. Like if someone can dream about making that building and like making it happen, I feel like I can dream about something maybe a little more rational and still make it happen, or like maybe something irrational. Like I have like whatever I'm doing right now is a little bit irrational, and like I feel like if people from the past or like anybody great, you know, the things that like all these great things that have happened in the world, like if those things can happen, if someone else can do it, I can do it. You know what I'm saying? I can do it and I can do it better. Like if not the exact thing, something similar in my field, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, the aliens built the pyramids.
No, that they're not.
It's a way to
It's
communicate
humans.
from planet to planet.
No, humans built it, I tell you, bro.
Just kidding. That's what I.
Stone to stone, brick to brick, man.
I actually need to research on pyramids because growing up, my grandmother was Jehovah's Witness, is Jehovah's Witness, and the only information that I absorbed at that time was that the pyramids were built by some biblical story. So I actually have no idea how the pyramids were built. If there's information out there,
Nobody's ever told you?
no.
Oh my god, dude.
It's not something that I looked up because I'm thinking like, oh, there was like some people that
No,
were
they
making
teach you in
slaves.
school, dude. They fucking drag the stones for like 10 miles.
When have you ever seen me go to school?
But okay.
Wait, you actually know how the pyramids were built?
I mean, they have theories.
Oh,
Yeah, I've never
watch
seen it.
we're gonna watch some YouTube after this.
No, I gotta go to sleep. But yeah, man, if like something that great can happen, like you have like greatness within you, you know. You can do it. I can do it. We can all do it. The next question is, what is the most important thing you've learned in life?
I would say one of the most important lessons I've learned is think before you react. 2018 was like a crazy time for me. There was like so much going on and like all that stuff. And then I did some things that I needed to do to get some help and like all that stuff. And I just learned like, you know, before just like popping off or making assumptions or, you know, feeling some type of way about something, like do a little self-reflection or just stop in the moment if it's like an active conversation and be like, is it worth, you know, making this scene?
Yeah.
I was very just kind of like sporadic and
Now sometimes it's easy to like get lost in that emotion, you know, and like just say out loud what do you actually think about, you know.
yeah.
And like I'm guilty of that myself. Like sometimes like I'll get deep in emotions. I'm like, you know what, fuck this person, I'm done. And then if I think about it like a day later or something, I'm like, okay, I was overreacting, everything's cool.
Okay, so what I'm saying is like I've gotten a lot better at instead of having to
Yeah.
wait a day to figure
you
that
don't.
out like right there in the
Now you
moment.
don't. Now you don't do that, right?
Yeah, I just
Now
feel
I
like
think
I'm-
I'm better at that.
Yeah, yeah.
And I would say, did you have anything else to add?
I mean, I guess it falls in the same category. It's just kind of like don't let anything ruin your peace. You know, if something is making you upset that doesn't really need to make you upset, then just keep it moving. I guess. You know, don't let the little things annoy you.
Yeah.
So.
Going off that, dude, something that's important in life, I feel like is like friends and family. Like going off yours, like reacting and all that shit. You know, like if you have friends, I feel like that allows you to practice sometimes, you know? Friends and family. If you have that in your life, that allows you to practice sometimes. Like, you can mess up to them, with them, you know? Like, sometimes you can be like, you can lash out at them and like, they might be mad, but you'll be like, you can apologize to them. Compared to like strangers, you're like, where you're like, there's no apologizing, you know? Like, you might not see them again. You might make them mad for a long time. But that's what I feel like. Just like friends and family are like important like in people's life no matter what. Like they provide like a tribe, a community, and all that. And like it's very important to have that. Like to I feel like to have a happy life, in my opinion. I think like I've grown so much over the past like few years, like with our friend group, like which I would not have if not for them. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like I would say I was like I said, I would I would what do you call it? Flip out maybe? Like I was like, bro, why won't you reply to my fucking text? I texted you like 2 hours ago. It's been this long, you know. And now I'm like, oh, they're probably just busy. You know what I'm saying? Like
I remember those days.
yeah, like I used to be like that in the beginning. I'm like, that would happen, like I'm like, you know what, I'm out of this group chat. Nobody's replying to me. I'm out of here. I would do wild shit. I'm like, you know what, I'm leaving Snapchat.
Didn't you actually leave a group
I actually
chat
left the
one
group
time?
chat one
You
time.
were like, is he okay?
Yeah, I actually left the group chat one time. That's what I'm saying, dude. I've actually grown a lot, man. Like I said, like if not for you guys, I probably would not have. Or maybe it would have taken me longer, you know, like, until like I had a group like ours. But I don't get to practice with my family like that because I'm not like friend level with them. They're more like family level, you know. But yeah, man, I think friends and family are really important. Like it helps you like better yourself. You know what I'm saying? And like you can better them through you, if or that like you learn from them. You know what I'm saying? You teach them a few things. Um, but yeah, man. You have anything to say about that?
Um, just I guess I'm glad that you learned it with us, because if you never would have come back to that group chat.
Nobody would have cared.
No, I didn't say that. I'm saying like, you wouldn't have learned what you've learned with us
Right.
at the time.
Right.
So
That's true. What's the next question we have? What's the best compliment you've ever received?
I have a couple, but like they've stuck with me.
Yeah.
So one is like, I've been told that I have a very like positive spirit, or like a welcoming presence, or like just a nice aura, to be around, which is nice to hear, because like in my head I always think that nobody likes me, or that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I feel like I have a little bit more confidence now, but like dealing with like a bunch of people, I don't know, like I just feel like I'm just there, you know what I mean? Like I don't have anything to bring to the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody has seen something in me, or people like to be around me.
Yeah.
So I need to just kind of like tell myself that like if they didn't want me here, they wouldn't want me here.
Right.
I just kind of repeated the same thing, but I mean, yeah, it's the same like with you guys. Like if there's a gathering going on and I'm not particularly like feeling like, oh, I don't know, like to get a call from you and like a couple other people, or like somebody calls me and I hear everybody in the background like, you better get here.
All right.
I'm like, oh, they like really want me here.
Right.
Or even like dealing with, strangers, like working in the whole like performance field. It's like they're asking me to be a part of something, and I'm like, really? You want me? Like, there's so many other people that,
Right.
you know what I mean? And
I
I'm
wonder,
just
like,
oh, wow.
have you heard about the imposter syndrome?
No.
It's like where like successful people, they're like they like when they're successful, they almost feel guilty. They're like, oh, I don't deserve this, you know.
Oh.
So in a way, like maybe it's kind of feels similar to what you're saying. You know, you're like you're successful with your friends, but like you don't believe it. You're like, oh, I don't deserve this. Why am I here? You know.
Yeah.
Or like at the show, you're like, oh, I shouldn't. Why am I here? Like I feel like I don't deserve this right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, okay. Well, thank you so much.
Shit.
And then I guess the other one would be this. I guess this came from like a lot of like international people. They said that I had a nice voice for radio.
Yeah.
But I think I realized that like I've started talking in a higher tone from compared to like when I was younger. But I used to put like a little bass in my voice. Sultry.
Dude, that's interesting. Actually, you can pull it off. I might have to like hire you for some narration sometime.
You want this voice?
Or the regular voice too. You know what I'm saying?
This one?
Yeah.
Well, this is probably because I've had a little whiskey.
That one, this one right there.
Yeah, this one is like my nasally, high pitched. Like
that's a good one right there. Yeah. I never thought about it, but yeah, definitely.
What about you?
Me, I would say like this is a random thing, but like one time in the gym, like I was just didn't want to be there, and I guess maybe I looked the part too, maybe I looked like I didn't want to be there. I don't know what I don't know what it was, but this guy out of nowhere, I didn't even know him, he just came up to me, and he's just like, bro, I haven't seen you in a few I haven't come here to the gym in a few months, but like you've made a lot of progress. You're looking good. You're looking buff. And I was like, thanks, man. Like, And after that, I was like thinking about that for like a little bit, you know. So like it had me going, like it got me through that workout and shit out of nowhere.
Mm.
And I was
You
like,
was feeling a little vicarious.
not
I'm just kidding.
not really, not really. It just I don't know. Sometimes you're just like, why am I even doing this? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not getting anything out of this. Like why am I here right now?
What do
Like
you mean? Look at your body.
no, I know, but like it's sometimes like it's easy to forget in the moment, you know.
Yeah.
But it's like, but then like sometimes you see like the bigger picture.
Mm.
Sometimes like when you're in the moment, you're like, fuck this shit. I'm fucking.
Flex that arm.
Nah, I'm not.
Go ahead.
What?
Oh,
Let's do
oh,
this.
oh.
This is a no pump, alright. This fucking 1 o'clock in the morning. It's late. There's no pump here. But I'll work out.
Oh.
But alright, let's move on. A couple more questions here. What would you, oh, we didn't even talk about that one.
Let's do it right now. I know what I want.
What would you pick for your last meal?
My last meal on this planet that we call Earth would be my mother's baked macaroni and cheese.
Mm.
I don't know what she did. No, I'm just kidding. I do know what she does. But yeah, I mean, it's literally always, at the gatherings, and I know that I'm gonna like it. So that's always comforting, Like if there's something there that you like, you can have like that for the entire time that you're there if you can't find something that you like. But it's a cute little side dish, and I always enjoy it. So
You're like, even if you're not having a good time, at least you have something
yeah,
good
like
to eat.
what is this dry turkey? It smells like wet dog.
I hate meat. I hate like meat dishes at like events, cause it's always like cold and dry, bro.
Oh yeah,
You know
you
what I'm
can see
saying?
that the oxygen has kind of done
Yeah,
its thing
like
to it.
I hate it. Like you gotta have vegetarian food at like fucking events, dude. I hate cold meat. I just can't do it. But I would say my last meal would be either my mom's homemade food, no matter what it is, um, or pani puri, which is like an Indian dish. You can look it up if you want. I'm not gonna explain it, but
Why not?
either one of those because I don't want to explain it right now. I don't want to translate stuff right now. Okay.
Biryani.
Biryani is good too, but I'm saying like I would have pani puri. It's that good.
Okay.
It's my last meal.
Of your life. Okay.
All right. Last question we got here. Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
In 10 years, probably everything I'm doing now, but a little bit more settled. I'd like to have a partner with like a pet lizard, or maybe a prairie dog, or a capybara. I love those things. Do you know what it is?
No.
Capybara?
Is it like a fake pet?
It's a rodent.
Oh, it's actually a real thing.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Did you think I made that up on the spot?
No, I didn't think it. I thought it was something.
Well,
I thought it
anyways.
was something for sure.
It's almost like a beaver and a squirrel and like I don't know how to explain it. They're cute. I'll show you a picture. But anyways, just doing what I do.
You're a regular pet, bro.
Just kind of like have like a more settled life.
Right.
You know?
Not hoeing around anymore.
I don't hoe around.
This guy.
When have you ever seen me hoe around?
I haven't, but I hear stories from guys.
What about that Uber driver?
What Uber?
I'll tell you sometime.
Oh, you're Uber driver?
No.
Who, me? What are you...
It was
Alright.
a one-time thing. Anyway,
Damn. Shit.
I would never.
Damn. I know somebody else in our friend group that's an Uber driver.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Who?
I can't say it.
Oh my God, gotta catch them all.
Alright, let me see what I would see myself doing in 10 years. In 10 years, I see myself traveling the world without having to worry about how much money I spend and how much time I spend, where I spend it, Like if I want to go somewhere for one day, I should be able to do that. Or if I want to go somewhere for 1 month, I should be able to do that, on my own terms. I think that's like really hard to do. Like with the regular life people, like you have to rely on like the 3 weeks you get from your job, and the sick leave or whatever, and you use a lot of that leave sometimes to just to take time off from work and just sit at home.
Personal day.
Right? You're just like, I don't know. It always bothered me. Like when I had the job, I'm like, wow, this feels like shit. Like I don't want to do this for the next 40 years, or until I retire. Because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to travel that much when I retire. Like I want to travel when I want, however I want, like so.
I'm probably going to be taking care of you in the future.
Yeah,
Because I'll have income.
yeah. I'll just be spending it. You'll just be paying my credit card debts.
If you're approved for credit cards in 10 years, you won't have anything in the bank.
I'll just be bankrupt and they'll be like, I'll just
Dang.
be living with you. That's a very possible thing that could happen, you know what I'm saying?
That's okay. We can live in the little favelas down and. So where did you even get a Piglet?
Dude, I got this idea from our dear friend Amara. Literally thought about this Saturday evening while at a wedding. Actually, no. We thought about this We thought about it a little bit. We thought about it a little bit Saturday evening at a wedding, and then Sunday we were like, I think that's what we'll do. And then we literally made this in 2 hours. We like painted these stripes, black stripes on, cut off the sleeves. I'm wearing a pillow with a belt on. Short shorts. I got some. What do you call these? Stockings. Old stockings. Pink ones.
I didn't know that you handcrafted that outfit.
Yeah, dude, I made this. This is paint.
And the ears? How did you do
ears too? Forget about these. I cut them off with like.
Oh my god!
Index card.
You're a human.
And painted it. These were initially like cat ears. I cut off all that other stuff.
Oh.
This was 2 hours, bro. This is a lot of work. Thank you, Amara.
Obrigado.
But yeah, I guess people saw the work and it worked out.
They appreciated it.
What about your outfit?
My outfit was custom made. No, I was kidding.
In Japan.
China.
Ah,
as our 45th president would say.
I thought Pokemon was from China. I mean, from Japan.
Oh. No, I ordered this from Amazon actually. I needed an outfit for a video game themed situation. And I had it, and I was like, well, I'll wear it for Halloween too. Originally, for the party, I was going to order a maid outfit, and I'm glad that I didn't because somebody else showed up as a maid. And do you know how upset I would be if I showed up as a maid and some other hoe showed up as a maid? Damn. I'd be like,
she was mad at me, bro. I don't think you're gonna top her, bro.
One of us is gonna have to change, and it's not gonna be me.
Yeah, it's gonna be you, bro. Because she was
not
looking good. But all right, let's move on. You want to talk about your week? How was your week, man?
My week was fantastic. So Friday night, I met up with Dominic. Well, actually, I was going to a fundraiser. It was a fundraiser at a place like on the south side, and or was that Saturday? Either way, I went there, and then Saturday. Yeah, it was Saturday, and then I ended up going to District West and seeing my friends perform in the Hollow West show. And then Crystal did like some DJing event afterwards, which was really nice. I threw her a 5 and she looked annoyed. So that was fun. But, and then that Sunday, we went to a Halloween party.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Our friend threw a Halloween party, which was so above and beyond, honestly. That was like the funnest Halloween party I've ever attended.
She did a lot. She made me jealous. I'm like, damn, I don't throw nothing. My parties be shit.
There were like 2 full cheesecakes, like an entire bowl of like Ivy packs of vodka.
Yeah.
An entire bowl full of Jello shots. Charcuterie board. Yes. Sliders. a dip that was like a jack-o'-lantern. Like she went all out on that party.
And she had
Yeah, the
Halloween
costume
competition.
contest.
She had a gift
And
card.
guess who won?
That boy, Piglet, you know what I'm saying?
Piglet won the contest.
Out and beyond.
Oh
Shit.
my goodness.
I even called it, you know what I'm saying? I went in there, I'm
He
like, I'm
had
coming.
no idea.
I called it, dude. If you look at the text, I'm like, I don't know what I'm dressing as yet, but I'm coming to win.
That's
If you look at Saturday night, look at it. Saturday night, probably around 5 o'clock.
you.
I was like, I don't know what I'm being, but I'm coming to win.
Okay, so then what group were you texting? Because I didn't get that.
You're part of that group because you just be ignorant.
Oh,
Look
yeah,
at it.
true. I should probably
Look
open
at
that.
it. Go back and look at it.
No. What did you win?
I won a $25 gift card for Roosters, and I used it earlier today.
On who?
Myself.
Okay. I was gonna get very jealous.
But
What about you? How was your weekend?
it was good, bro. Nothing much. Just work and that party. Yep, that's about it. No, I helped someone move today. That was cool.
Oh yeah. How was it? Was it? I hate moving.
Moving sucks, man.
Mm.
Yeah, never moving. I'm never moving again. I'm staying here forever.
You own this house.
Yeah, exactly. Until they kick me out. I ain't going nowhere.
Come on, in 10 years.
Shit. Man, or until I can get a bigger one. Actually, I don't need a bigger one. I need a smaller one.
Yeah, this house is huge.
It's way too big.
Oh my goodness. I
I don't
can't
like-
even touch the ceiling.
I don't want to go down.
And I'm
first.
like 6'4". Do you even
But-
remember what your basement looks like?
I forgot the color of the walls. I do remember. I think it's red. But, alright, and with that, we're gonna conclude today's episode. Hope you enjoyed some insightful conversations. We'll catch you in the next pod. I'm your host, Smit.
And I'm Zeln.
See you on the next one.